Beyond the Gates spoilers for May 15. Kat turns the tables. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Thursday, May 15 tease that Kat turns the tables and you can't afford to miss it. Kat is a long way from moving past what Leslie and Eva did. She might never be able to forgive them. Eva being her newfound half-sister doesn't change a thing. For Kat, what those two did is unforgivable. Kat may even be looking for a way to make them pay, and what she does next changes everything. Beyond the Gates spoilers reveal that Kat is on a mission as she turns the tables with a bold move that could finally bring Leslie down. What does Kat have in mind? Meanwhile, from the outside, Ashley and Durek have the perfect life, successful careers, a cozy home, and a love story years in the making. But behind closed doors, the spark that once lit up their world is flickering. The duo tiptoe around a growing divide. Is their love strong enough to hold them together? Also happening in Thursday's episode of Beyond the Gates, Eva searches for connection on her birthday. She feels guilty about what she did. She's desperately trying to find a place to fit in Fairmont Crest. Her father is giving her a second chance. Her half-brother is doing the same. We can't say the same for the rest of the Duprees, though. How will Eva celebrate her birthday? Note: Keith D. Robinson makes his debut as the new Ted Richardson in this episode. So, what do you think Kat will do on Beyond the Gates? Beyond the Gates is set in a leafy Maryland suburb just outside of Washington, D.C. The series centers around the Dupree family, a multi-generational affluent African-American family in a gated community. The show airs weekdays on CBS. Hey babes, welcome back to Gossip Delight. It's your girl Daisy, and trust me, today's tea is scorching, steamy, and absolutely unmissable. Buckle up, because we're diving straight into the drama. Today, Beyond the Gates introduced two new characters, one who did a lot of talking while the other, not so much. Temeka Soretti made her debut as Anastasia, whom Ted described as the town gossip who has no life of her own. Temeka Marie Soretti is an American actress, singer, writer, producer, and director who hails from Gary, Indiana. According to IMDb profile, Temeka at a very young age loved to entertain, and she often held her family captive with her Michael Jackson and Diana Ross routines. While in 6th grade, Soretti fell in love with the stage when she witnessed her mother powerfully portrayed Benitha in Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun. After graduation, she joined the U.S. Navy, serving her country as a seaman apprentice, and traveling the world in the Western Pacific Fleet, aboard the U.S. Samuel Gompers. Following her honorable discharge, she enrolled at Indiana University as a computer science major. As Temeka strolled through the theater for some rehearsals, her passion for theater was reignited. As a theater major, Temeka competed in the Miss Cotton Club pageant in Chicago. Although she didn't win, she secured her first theatrical agent and began her professional acting journey. Temeka Soretti has had roles in several independent films and made appearances on shows like Friday Night Lights, Revolution, NCIS, New Orleans, Claws, and more. She has written and produced multiple projects and directed a film. Wednesday, May 14, 2024. Anita regrets asking Vernon to sing. Haley tries to romance Bill, and Naomi and Jacob worry about June being sick. Read the last BTU recap. Ted told Nicole they'll reunite within the year. Leslie declared she had more surprises coming. Da-dee-doo-da. Anita sings as she plays piano at home. Vernon joins her with a kiss, and he guesses she's been rehearsing for the Articulates reunion. She says it's a nice idea in theory, but she doubts that reuniting with them after the way she treated them will go smoothly. He urges her to do it. She'd do anything for him but this. Vernon waves one of her old albums around, and she complains that her voice is gone. He keeps urging her to try. She knows he's vocally challenged, but suggests he try singing. As she plays piano, he tries warbling until she starts laughing so hard she has to stop. He tells her he had to lip-sync at civil rights marches because his voice was so bad. Sitting on the couch, he explains he's pushing for the reunion so she can find a way to let go of the guilt she's been holding on to. Anita says he is still the man for her and he can make her shine anywhere. They have built a beautiful life. She admits that she was scared when he brought up the reunion, and it reminded her of who she used to be. They've shared a lot life, but she knows if she has to do anything terrifying, he will be holding her hand. He's thrilled when she finally agrees to the reunion. She warns this could be wonderful or a disaster. Left alone, she calls Sharon, who immediately hangs up on her. Bill has a spasm in his hand in his office as Haley walks in. He covers and asks if she's there as his employee or wife. As he answers calls, she keeps flirting with him. Eventually, she shuts the blinds and climbs on him. She reminds him they need a honeymoon. He'd whisk her away if he could, but he's had to fill in for Mike. She guessed he would say that, so she decided to bring the honeymoon to them. Haley throws stuff off his desk. That was supposed to be sexy, but she just ruined a bunch of paperwork. They laugh about it and make out on the desk. As they button their clothes up after sex, he says this makes all the work he has to redo worthwhile and tells her how much she means to him. He starts having a spasm in his hand, but hides it. Andre stops by Nicole's to see if all is good in the hood. She gets defensive. Dani pops up to stand up for him. She thought her sister understood why Andre had to keep his mouth shut about Ted's affair. Dani asks her what she would say to a patient in this situation. Nicole shrinks herself and admits that Andre was just caught in the middle. Andre offers to give them some space, but Nicole tells him to stay. She reminds him of all he means to her, but her heart is in pieces, and she doesn't know how to trust right now. She can see Ted put him in an impossible position. Nicole will always treasure what he means to her. He's family and that doesn't disappear. He nods. Andre says she will never have to explain herself with him. As he hugs his mom, his auntie mouths meet later to him. As soon as he walks out, Nicole asks her sister what's going on between her and Andre. Dani insists nothing is going on, and the last thing she's looking for is a relationship. She's even realized that having Bill out of her life is a blessing. She feels liberated to be alone. Nicole is looking forward to reaching that point, but needs to be on her own right now. Her sister insists they do something fun tomorrow. Left alone, Nicole sighs. Andre and Dani meet at her place and hit the sheets. After sex, they talk about how Nicole sensed something between them and she had to cover. They talk about having two adults about the Ted situation and then have sex again. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Thursday, May 15th. 2025 birthdays are supposed to be filled with fun, love, and family. Something that Eva is in very short supply of after the plotting and scheming she and Leslie did, culminating with the blow-up at the anniversary party from hell. Now that Eva's birthday has rolled around, things are looking very different. Her mom has practically disowned her, friends seem to be disappearing like the morning mist, and the only family she has is her father, Ted. In Thursday's episode, Eva searches for a connection on her birthday. Right from the start, Kat was unconvinced of Eva's motives and was positive that she wasn't being genuine. Now that her hunches have been proven right, Kat is on a one-woman mission to get to the heart of it, and she is certain that Leslie is not finished in Fairmont Crest, or else why hasn't she crawled back to the hole from whence she came? In search of a connection between Laura's plight and all Leslie's different personas, Kat won't rest until she has answers. In Thursday's episode, Kat turns the tables with a bold move that could finally bring Leslie down. Kat better be careful. Leslie has years of experience, and this has been a well-thought-out plan. Kat is up against a formidable enemy in Leslie. Nurse Ashley and her firefighter boyfriend, Derek, didn't have the smoothest transitions to be a living-together couple. The decision to move in together was confused with what Ashley thought of a proposal and Derek's response, leaving a lot to be desired, to say the least. Moving in was fraught with issues of where things now belong, and how we organize things now, which made everything more interesting by having Ashley's mom, Jan, arrive to help. Now that they are actually living together, there are more awkward moments than a teen romance movie, and the bedroom gets far less activity than it once did. On the Thursday episode, Ashley and Derek tiptoe around a growing divide. Is love enough to hold them together, or is this destined to be the end for Dashley? On Beyond the Gates, while we were busily watching Jan and Leslie fight over motherhood, Martin and Vernon watched it go down, but someone was watching them too. Orphe Jeans, the scene of several bits of drama today, was also the setting of a much-anticipated new character's arrival. Leslie arrived to get her fave cornbread and noticed that her friend, Jan Morgan, was sitting at the counter. It didn't take long for Leslie to realize that there was no friendship remaining after the lies surrounding her purpose in Fairmont Crest, and that Jan and Leslie shared nothing in common with raising a daughter. It was then that viewers noticed that a man sitting at the window counter was turning his head to scan the room and listen. At another booth, Congressman Martin Richardson greeted his grandfather, Vernon Dupree. They sat and talked about Martin's dreams, or rather nightmares, which have been coming back more regularly and with more intensity. Before, Martin would just get visions of a car scene at night, voices arguing, then sounds of violence. Now he can make sense of one of the voices and hears it say, "Let's see the color of your money." These nightmares and this dark secret that Martin carries are part of the reason he has decided not to pursue his lofty ambitions of running for president. As the voices grow louder at the table with Leslie and Jan, the mystery man is undeterred from his perch and focuses on Martin and Vernon. We don't know his name yet, but the character is played by actor Jason Vendries. All we know about this man's agenda is that he is there to watch Martin and Vernon. And we cannot deny the strong possibility that it has everything to do with the night that Martin recalls in his nightmares. The storyline involving this secret has been a slow burn on Beyond the Gates, and little bits get teased every now and again. But it looks like we are set to ramp up the pace a little now that Vendries has arrived in Fairmont Crest. Well, we don't know much. But we do know that the night Martin remembers in his nightmares is violent. And it's something so bad that if revealed, it could fracture the Duprees beyond repair and put Martin in no position to become the first openly gay black president. We also know that fixer extraordinaire Bill Hamilton is involved with the cover-up and burial of the scandal, hopefully not of an actual person. At Bill and Haley's wedding, Bill made a veiled threat to Martin about not shutting him out as Martin needed him. Bill had used the word overkill, which brought terror to Martin's face. Bill also told Smitty that he had better remind his husband, Martin, that they were on the same team and not forget that favors make the world go round. So there we have it, a quick catch-up on the story we believe intrigues our mystery man. Today, Vendry's character was carefully observing and then left to follow Martin and Vernon as they exited Orphe Jeans. He could be either a reporter following up on the incident of that night, or perhaps the victim was known to him, or was him. Either way, tread carefully, Martin, you're on his radar now. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday. May 14 tease that Eva is hopeful and walks right into the lion's den. Eva knows she did a bad thing, teaming up with her crazy mom against a powerful family like the Duprees. She also knows that it's going to be a hard task to get forgiveness. She tried Nicole and it didn't work. Eva tried to get Leslie to give her a second chance, but that didn't go well. Instead, Eva stormed out of Orphe Jeans in tears. She marched right back over to the country club to the only person willing to give her a second chance thus far, Ted. He's willing to help her land on her feet, and she needs it. But is she also hoping the Duprees will let bygones be bygones? Beyond the Gates spoilers say Eva walks into the lion's den, hoping for a second chance. We all know it's going to take a while before things ever get back to normal for the Duprees. It's been one scandal after the other. Plus, there are more buried secrets that could rip this family apart. Speaking of secrets, Dani keeps up her secret rendezvous with Andre. As the BTG spoilers put it, Dani reignites a forbidden flame. If she keeps it up, it won't be long before someone gets suspicious. Who would be the first to catch on to Dani's private actions? Also happening in Wednesday's episode, Kat quietly prepares for war, refusing to let Eva claim a place in the family. Kat and Eva don't get along. Kat never trusted her from day one, and she's not about to let DNA change her mind. Good luck finding a place in that family, Eva, because Kat won't let it happen. So do you think Eva deserves to be forgiven on Beyond the Gates? Beyond the Gates is set in a leafy Maryland suburb just outside of Washington, D.C. The series centers around the Dupree family, a multi-generational affluent African-American family in a gated community. The show airs weekdays on CBS. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.